everyone, this is Tomomi from Career Fly. Thank you very much for watching this streaming. Today's live topic is how to start learning Japanese. Maybe you are trying to learn Japanese, but you don't know where to start. There are a lot of informations on the internet, and it's really difficult to decide. So, I would like to give you some way of thinking where to start. To think simply, I would like to give you two ideas. First idea, please follow your study type. Second idea is please think about your period of time that you have to achieve your goal. For the first one, there are two types of studying type of language. Maybe you can remember when you were a student and learning new language. Were you the type of conversational type or academic type? The conversational type is someone who learned the language by speaking it, by having conversation, listening to the others, and then mimicking it. The academic type is someone who likes the grammar or like to study from the fundamental points of the language. So if you are the conversational type, I have some ideas to study Japanese. First of all, watch anime or drama or whatever TVs, movies in Japanese, and then mimic the lines, repeating lines by yourself. Maybe you can watch the anime's videos of Japanese ones with the subtitle of your mother tongue so that you can understand what Japanese language word means in your language. By doing this, your ear get used to Japanese language, and it will be really easy for you to catch up the Japanese language in the conversation. Second way, pick Japanese song and sing it. Any song that you like or type is fine. Please just pick one and then listen carefully and remember and sing it. By singing it, again, your ear gets used to the Japanese language, Japanese rhythm, and it will help you to understand Japanese language faster. Also, it is very easy because the music helps you to speak out the different language. The third part, make Japanese friends and enjoy conversation with them. There are some ways to make friends online. For example, maybe you can chat to someone who will be open to communication on SNS, for example, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. Also, there are some language exchange platforms on the internet. There, many people want to exchange their language, means helping others to learn, practice their own language, and also they would like to learn your language. So you can teach your language to others and exchange the language. I actually made a friend in Spain when I studied Spanish, and it worked well. And when I visited Spain, I met him in person. It was very good experience. So I really recommended this point. The fourth way, start to write diary in Japanese. It'll be a little difficult, but if you have diary or if you keep diary every day, maybe you can write the diary with your language, and then you can find the words which relate to your diary in Japanese. Maybe you can use Google Translation. By doing this, you can learn the words from what you do daily, what you use daily. Okay, great. And then the second part, the academic type. If you are academic type, maybe you like to learn grammar. You like to understand the fundamental of everything and then try to explore the world. For academic type, I definitely recommend you to start learning from letters. There are 3 types of letters in Japanese. First, hiragana. Second, katakana. Third, kanji. The kanji is Chinese letters, and then you need to actually learn for like 2,000 or something to reach to the native level. However, for hiragana and katakana, there are only 50 letters each. So actually you can start from this. If you are academic type, maybe you can start to learn by following the text of JLPT. JLPT is Japanese Language Proficiency Test, and then there are 5 different types. N5 is the beginner level. So if you are trying to start studying Japanese, please find the text or like the textbook of the JLPT N5 level on the internet you can find, and then follow the steps. You can follow the structure, and then academically you can learn. Okay, great, thank you. So here I have one question. Okay, any opportunities for mechanical engineer N3? Thank you very much for your question. So here I tell you the way of learning Japanese. So for the job opportunities, please give me the direct message or leave the comment later. Thank you. Okay, so the second way depends on your period of time you have to achieve the goal. The way of starting Japanese language is different. If you need to achieve the goal, which is business level or native Japanese level, as soon as possible. And then my recommendation is going to the school, taking the class. I believe in most of the countries, there are some Japanese language school. And now there are a lot of good online courses too. So let's please contact to the Japanese class which is close to your home and ask them how to start learning Japanese. And then if you have budget and also you have time, please come to Japan to learn Japanese. There are a lot of Japanese language schools in Japan. Also, there are some special schools which will be like 2 years courses where you can learn Japanese and also something plus alpha. For example, IT, designs, businesses, etc. So maybe you can find those schools online and then apply to the school and you can come to Japan. With student visa, you can actually do the part-time job within 28 hours per week. So you can get experience of working in Japan, and at the same time you can learn Japanese. So if you need to reach to your goal, which would be like business level Japanese or fluent Japanese, please consider that. With CareerFly, we can recommend some schools, so please let us know. If your period of time to achieve the goal is not very soon, and you have time, you want to learn step by step, and then maybe you can just follow the steps of the study type, conversational type or academical type. If you want to start studying Japanese, maybe watching YouTube would be our first step. There are a lot of Japanese language courses or maybe like Japanese language videos, and YouTube is free. So when you have time, please start to take a look at some Japanese movies or videos and then get used to Japanese language rhythms. And if you like it, maybe you can go further. If you didn't like it, maybe you can use the time to something else. So with this video, I will summarize that we have two different ways of thinking how to start Japanese language studying. First way of thinking is study type. Do you like studying Japanese with conversational things, or you want to learn Japanese with academic style? Second of all, it would be the period of time that you have to achieve the goal. If you need to achieve to the very high level ASAP, my recommendation would be taking class. If you have a lot of time achieving to the goal, step by step, following the step of your style, maybe watching YouTube is one option. So my idea for today is all. So if you have any questions, please leave a message on the comments. I will pick them up and then answer to you. Thank you very much. So I will wrap up today's streaming. So if you have any questions, please come to my LinkedIn or hi. Thank you very much for your comment. The first way of watching anime and songs are great, but reciting them in public is a bit embarrassing. The way I adapted was to learn some words from Duolingo and identifying from the songs. Thank you very much for sharing. Yes, I actually, when I learned other languages, I personally started to learn from songs. And there are some websites that you can fill out some empty spaces of this song by listening it. So kind of like dictation. That would maybe help. And any scholarship. Okay, there are some scholarship in Japan. Basically 3 types. First of all, from Japanese government or like public sector. Second of all, from your country. Third of all, from the school itself. So, and actually this depends on the year. So please check out the website of Japanese government, and also please check your country's public sector. And if you know what you want to learn in Japan, maybe you can find a scholarship from the school. Okay. Do you have any other questions? Okay, maybe we all have answered the questions. So thank you very much again for watching this streaming. If you have any questions, please leave the comments and I will get back here and answer to the questions. Also, this streaming will be recorded and this will remain as a video on YouTube channel. So if you are not subscribing our YouTube channel yet, please subscribe and so that you can come back whenever you want. Thank you very much again. Have a good day. Bye.